Hello, friends. Welcome down the fives. I am your host, Nicole. In connection, let's try this again. This is second night is a charm. Okay. Again, my name is Nicole. I'm part of the Red 5 Network and I run our Red 5 reading program. And I also do On the Fives. It's fun in conjunction that I get to know my fellow content creators, friends, nerd out, and geek out. But Nicole, today is not the 5th, the 10th. It's not the 15th, the 25th. It's none of those. Nicole, what is going on? Well, let me tell you, yesterday we were supposed to go live for Star Wars Podcast Day. And there are plenty awesome podcasts from yesterday, as well as today in the next few days, that's going to be celebrating Star Wars Podcast Day. So I decided that I would come on live with everybody. But this is take 2, because let me tell you, last night was crazy. It was technology did not want to love me. It did not want to it just wasn't happening. And I'm so glad that today, take 2, that it is working out, because tonight I get to geek out with my fellow co-host Kim, who I'll be bringing in just a moment, as well as all of you. And I am so glad that you guys are all here tonight, because Kim and I are just going to have fun. We're going to be talking about Star Wars books. We're going to be talking about John Williams, because happy birthday to John Williams. We're going to also be talking about some upcoming book club stuff and On the Five stuff, because Kim knows that I've had some fun stuff up my sleeve. And if you're a regular On the Five listener, you too know that I have been planning something very, that's just been growing. Thank you to Kim and my friend Jennifer, Megan, and Marisha of Princesses and Padawans. And because of that, something really great has been growing, and I've been creating something behind the scenes. And tonight, Kim and I are going to be also talking about that. And because her and I both have a show and tell, which will be at the end of the show, because we're going to be mostly focusing here tonight on Star Wars. So real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that's in our chat currently. Hello, the Dinguston. Hello, Patrick. And hello to everybody that is lurking. I'm so glad that you are here, that you're taking your time to hang out with us tonight on a Saturday night. Okay? Appreciate it. If you're just getting here from Scarif Podcast, or if you haven't checked out Scarif Podcast, if you are a Trekkie, you want to go and watch that show, because they had a really good live stream tonight. With Star Trek instead of Star Wars. Some people can be both. They really can. Are you? Do you watch both? Let's just ask that to our audience. Do you watch both Star Wars and Star Trek? Just curious. All right. So going back, yesterday was Star Wars Podcast Day, because on February 7th, 1999, the very first Star Wars podcast debuted, called Jedi Talk. And this has been wonderful, because over the last several years, Daniel over at Star Wars Podcast Day has been creating this wonderful day for us to celebrate Star Wars, to celebrate Star Wars community, and celebrate Star Wars podcasting. And it's great, because since I started getting into Star Wars as an adult, it was great when I became a content creator, because then I got to start geeking out, nerding out, as I got to know more people, and it's been great. So I really enjoy it. So anywho, real quick, again, I am part of the Red 5 Network. You can check us out at biolink/Red5. We are Red 5 and powered by Red 5. And we have a really good time. And for those who don't know, if you're new here, Red 5, Luke Skywalker, just a hint. So we are all about our Star Wars. And again, it's really great that you guys are all here. I don't want to be alone anymore, so I'm going to bring in my fellow co-host from Used and Abused, my friend, very good friend, Kim. I am so glad you're here.
Hello.
Hello.
Glad to be here.
I'm telling you, we had, for those in the chat, it was a crazy hour and a half.
It was.
And at some point last night, you and I had to make the decision, because we had a special book club. That is Scott. Everyone say hi, Scott. Anyways, we had a special book club hangout last night because we were finishing up and talking about this book, Eruption by Michael Crichton and James Patterson. And I'm like, we're getting too close to time. This is just not working. And then finally something happened that I'm like, I don't think this is going to work. It's just not going to work. And I would rather than focus on the Red 5 Reading Book Club, which I absolutely love. So good times.
Yes.
And I'm excited because we have so much stuff planned.
Yes.
We're going to be doing C.S. Lewis's Space Trilogy.
Yeah. Oh.
You guys, if you're in this chat and you want to be part of C.S. Lewis Space Trilogy, please send me a DM on X. I'm at Red 5 Reading or Peace Love Fandoms. I would love for you to be a part of this journey. Kim would love you to be part of this journey, as well as the man in the background. He will also be a part of this journey. It's going to be great. C.S. Lewis Space Trilogy. You know what I'm most excited about is seeing what the galaxy or space looks like through C.S. Lewis's eyes.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be different than oh, look, it's the Podfather. I was just talking about your show. That also Chucky should I'm trying. Should go check you out, bro. And success. Kim and I are on.
Yes.
Thanks, bro. He's always the man behind the curtain. I swear, it's true. But I can't wait to see this through his eyes because the time difference is between him and George Lucas is different, right?
It is.
Like
it is.
space looks a lot different to those who grew up in the 30s, 1920s, right? It looks a whole lot different than those in the 19.
There you go.
She's gonna fly him to the moon. Then those, right? Then those in the 1970s, 1960s. It's going to look a whole lot different. So I'm excited to see that. That is Sorceress Glinda, for those who don't know.
Yep.
My cats are more than welcome to join us here on the show. A lot of times Alphaba loves to be part of the other podcast that Kim and I do. And this one likes, if I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons, also likes to be part of that. So, anyways.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I am very excited. And then the fact that we're also going to be doing, we're going to be reading Brothers by Alex Van Halen this year. We're going to be The Hobbit, Tolkien.
Yes.
We are going to be doing Star Wars in May. I'm excited for that. And then back to see. Oh my God. And then it's Tolkien and then C.S. Lewis again. And I am so excited. We are stacked. So if you're in this chat and you want to be a part of the book club, please shoot me a DM. We would love for you to join us because we have a really good time talking about books, nerding out, geeking out. But what happens in book club stays in book club because sometimes we talk about life too. I have okay, Kim, let's be honest here. I think with C.S. Lewis, especially Narnia, we're going there.
Yes.
No answers or buts. It's just, we're going to go there.
Yes.
Hi. Hi. Would you like to join?
Hello, Galinda.
Would you like to? Oh, she's deciding not. She's going to be here, but she's not going to be on camera today.
Okay.
Yeah, for now. Because you know her. A lot of times she'll climb up and sit in. So,
yes.
How have you been?
I've been doing good.
Doing all right?
Yes.
Doing all right? Keeping busy with work?
Oh, yeah.
Kim knows that I also would like to fly a few other people to the moon for her.
Yes.
You know, because that's what friends do. We fly other people to the moon.
Yes. We do.
We do. So, but yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've done some use and abuse, but we are here and we're going to have fun tonight. And we are going to also do a quick round of this or that, because what would be an on the fives of this and that? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
I thought I heard an okay, or something. I was like, wait, what? I had to stop for a moment. So yeah. We're going to do a quick round of 5 questions of this or that. I mean, because that's part of the fun. And
Yes.
then we're going to just have some fun just talking afterwards about Star Wars books. John Williams, Star Wars. Again, celebrating Star Wars Podcast Day. Again, please check out. Oh, I want to throw out some suggestions to everybody in the chat real quick before we begin. And then if there's anybody you want to add, please add in. Camray Semi Productions, awesome Star Wars Podcast Day yesterday. Check him out. Funny. And then make sure you go on to X and follow Bub. Very importantly. Conversations also had a really good podcast yesterday, as many others. Backyard TARDIS Nicholas, he had a really good Star Wars podcast. I know I was trying to go around trying to listen to a little bit of everything yesterday, so just a few that I'm going to throw out there. So please go and check, or if you put in Star Wars Podcast Day 2025 or the hashtag for Star Wars Podcast Day is obviously short. It's the initials. So just put that in, look it up, and then you'll have a bunch that'll pop up. So yeah. Without further ado, let's go into a quick round of this or that. All right.
Okay.
You ready, Kim? Okay.
Yes.
So this is going to be all book related, but non-book related at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to start with some of the books behind me.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be fun. Would you rather read The Princess Diaries by Carrie Fisher or Star Wars Leia by Claudia Gray? If you had to pick.
If I had to pick, it'd be the one by Carrie Fisher.
And interestingly enough, she's on both of them.
Yeah, she is.
One's just more, autobiography, and one's more about her character.
Yeah.
But I would like to also do a huge recommendation. These are 2 great books, everybody. Huge recommendation for both of these, okay? Carrie Fisher is a really great author. The Princess Diaries, one of my favorites by her. And then Claudia Gray's Star Wars Leia, Princess of Alderaan is also one of my favorites. I really liked it. Claudia Gray's is become really, she's been known for her Star Wars books, and but Star Wars Leia was one of my favorites first. So all right, so next question. Would you rather read a book that takes a setting on Mustafar or Endor?
Endor.
Yes. I knew it. I know, and you know people who would pick Mustafar.
Yes, I do.
I'm not saying who.
No. But he would enjoy it. We'll just put it that way.
All right. For a sidekick, okay, we're going to go creature sidekick.
Okay.
Right? Would you rather have a story with crystal foxes or porgs? Here we go. I knew it was coming. I knew somebody was going to pop in there.
Yep. I get porgs to know. Yeah, to know what their origins are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking more of this like a little sidekick thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were in a book, okay, and let's say you get to be in the Millennium Falcon, who would you rather take to be in the co-pilot seat? Would you rather take Chewbacca or Black Chrysanthemum? I'm putting Wookiee to Wookiee, man. Just saying. Wookiee to Wookiee.
That's a tough one because I like both of them.
You too. I actually, Ro took this most amazing, I think you've probably seen it by now, this most amazing photo. One of my favorite photos of me from last year is me hugging Black Chrysanthemum, SC2E2. I'm like, you could just see it, right? And actually, I'm wearing my Red 5 shirt, and I was so happy. I was like, I'm hugging a Wookiee. And I knew it was Black Chrysanthemum and not Chewie, even though I love Chewie. And in some ways, I'm like,
yeah.
But I'm like, it's okay. He'll be good. Black Chrysanthemum would be just, he'll hang out with us. hang out,
Yes.
and we'll feed him well, right?
Yes, we will.
And he'll be good. We'll get
We
him to
will.
the other side.
We will. Yes, we will.
So, but the question still lies: who would you rather have in your co-pilot side? And that includes you guys in the chat. Would you rather have Black Chrysanthemum or Chewbacca? I know Wookiee versus Wookiee.
I'd probably take Black Chrysanthemum.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Although I have to say though, I think the light side of me says no. You let's be honest, you're gonna pick Chewbacca.
Chewie, yeah. Yep.
But let me tell you, if Black Chrysanthemum's there and he offers me a hug,
Exactly.
game on. Game on. Like, I don't care. Oh man.
Chewie.
Yeah, I love Chewie. Okay. Number 4. Okay. This or that. Again, we're going to keep putting you in the book now.
Okay.
Okay. It is your turn. You get to go and ride either a bantha or now this was actually a creature that was featured in our last book that we read with the Aftermath series, and that was the Eopie. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Eopie?
Yeah, I know.
Which one would you rather? If you're in the story, this is your book, you're the character. You're gonna be on the desert riding. What you gonna go? What you gonna choose?
I'm gonna go bantha.
Yeah, like a bantha.
That's
like a bantha. I can't help it. I just automatically start writing.
Yep.
Although I was very excited to see the Eopie. I was like, oh my God, I know what this character is.
Yes.
I know what creature this is. This is so cool. Okay, so now it is time for the droids. You can only pick one.
Okay.
It's either or.
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, you get a sidekick. Now, hello, Ubaldo. Hey, Ubaldo, since we're going to catch you up here because I would love to hear your answers. If you had to pick between Mustafar or Endor as your setting, where would you go? Would you pick Chewbacca or Black Chrysanthemum as your Wookiee co-pilot? And the other question, Eopie or the Bantha to write down. I know there was one more question in there. I was going fast, but I know there was one more. And hello to my dad. We can all thank my dad for the fact that he introduced me to George Lucas via help me here. American Graffiti.
Yeah.
It was all there.
Yeah, we did a show on it, American Graffiti.
Like we did a show on it. And yeah, Mustafar. This does not surprise us. We might have mentioned this earlier, actually, that we knew a few.
Yeah.
Oh, Chewie. Like a bantha. Oh, what's for you? Kim, Kimberly.
Yep.
Hi. I have to do it. I'm like, Kimberly. Kim. Hi. I hope I did well for you, Ubaldo. I hope I made you proud.
And hi.
But we're not going to go classics here.
Okay.
We're not, because how dare we try to ever separate C-3PO and R2-D2?
D2.
It is
Yeah.
some bull. It's true. However, we do have other droids.
We do.
Just for kicks, though, if you had to pick between the two classic droids, this is just for a fun bonus. Who would you choose?
I'd go R2-D2 just so I wouldn't have to hear the goldenrod talk.
Glinda didn't like that. She got up and walked. I have to say, it's okay. You get R2-D2. I will take the goldenrod. I will take C-3PO.
Okay.
I think R2-D2 has a really good heart, though. I really for my friends, he's loyal. And I would like to also make a mention, of course, that the actor who plays him is so loyal to the character. Just
yes,
all heart. I'm having a total moment here. Friends, I'm having a moment. Have you ever had just one of those moments where you're like trying to remember what you were?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Oh, R2T. Okay, so then I am team C3PO. Got it. Got it. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so back to the original question at hand. Now that we just had for fun for a bonus, let's go. I'm going to go IG-11, so Mandalorian, or SM-33 that was in Skeleton Crew. Totally. Not wrong.
Those two are so hard to choose between.
What about you guys in the chat? IG-11 or SM-33?
Because both were really loyal. So either one you go with, you're going to have a loyal droid.
You're going to have somebody that's going to knock somebody out either way.
Yes, yes.
SM-33. IG-11. Oh!
Yeah. I think I'd go with IG-11 too.
As much as I love SM-33, because I do. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Oh, the way he protect those kids.
Oh, yeah.
I have written an article about IG-11 because it was a droid that redeemed himself and became better, and character development was amazing, and I just loved his story. I mean, shoot, if they created well, no, we don't want a book just about droids, do we? Do I really need a book about droids? I have comic books.
Yeah.
I do. In fact, actually, I think I might have one right here next to me. See? Star Wars droids.
Oh, nice.
I do actually have one. Well, because I was kind of flipping through some of mine earlier, and I was like, oh, look. Here it is. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, IG-11.
Yes.
All right. So, that was a fun round of this or that. And again, if you're just joining in, feel free to throw out some answers. I'd love to get to know you guys too. So, oh my gosh. So, today is John Williams' birthday.
Yes.
The one and the only iconic, legendary John Williams. Hold on. SM will have great adventure stories. IG-11 will kick some. Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine these two tag teaming though?
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Would that work though? In the chat, would this work if you could have a story about that also features SM-33 and IG-11, kind of like an R2D2 C3PO situation, as this in an adventure story? Do you think the story would work? Let's hear. I'm very curious. I kind of think it would work.
I do too.
But I think IG-11 would have to be like, if SM-33 was the main component, IG-11 would be the sidekick.
Yeah.
You know, not that he's less than, but like when the muscle came down to it.
Yes.
Although SM-33 wasn't afraid of going pop.
That's true.
Although SM-33 felt a little bit more like C3PO in the sense of by the book.
Yes.
Versus IG-11.
Yes.
He going rogue.
He is.
Maybe that's why I like him. A little slightly more because,
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a good comment. And that made me really think of a really good question. So thank you, Waldo. Thank you so very much. Okay. So John Williams' birthday today. May he long live like forever. We're going to just put him in bubble wrap now. That's okay. 93 years old.
Wow.
And he has done so much for Star Wars.
Yeah, he
So
has.
he has done stuff since the beginning. I mean, he's still doing stuff till today.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything currently happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He has been so instrumental in what he has done. Like to the point that, like, when we're reading books, we can hear his music.
Yes.
Whether we physically have the music on or we don't have the music on.
Yes.
Like, if you're hearing a certain sound, all of a sudden it's there.
Yeah.
If you're reading about the twin sons, you see
You do.
You see in your mind and you can hear the song.
Oh, yeah.
Twin Sons is one of my favorite. Yes. The great master John Williams will live forever. Yes.
Yes.
And he will always live here. That's why.
Yep.
He will always live in our hearts forever and ever and ever.
Yep.
To the chat, what is your favorite Star Wars song by John Williams? I know Kim, Scott, and I have all actually ranked these before. That was really tough, by the way.
It was. It was.
I am not somebody who ranks, by the way. Anybody who knows me, I don't rank well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah.
But his music is amazing.
It is.
Twin
It
Sons.
is.
I want to say Twin Sons was one of my favorites. I think Imperial March is definitely up there. Yep. I knew this was coming. Imperial March.
March. Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. Remind me. I know I've asked you this question in the past, this or that, or probably your first time around. When you're reading books, do you listen to music? Do you have ambiance music on, or do you silent?
If I'm reading the books and not listening to them, I usually like to have classical music on.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll play like Bach or Mozart or one of those, because what it does is it just, as I read, it not only calms my mind, but it also keeps it to where it's not so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I was going to school many moons ago, college many moons ago, when I did my homework with one of my friends, we would always have Bach going, and that was the best grades I ever got was when I had that going.
Well, they say the music does help.
Yeah.
You know, it's not necessarily, does it have to have lyrics? I'm like you in the sense I like the more of the symphony orchestra. However, I love ambience music where it also John Williams. Like if I'm reading Star Wars, I will go. There's on YouTube, you guys can find it. It's called Ambiance World, and they have Star Wars music.
Ooh.
But it's it's just that music, and it's got like it's beautiful. Like watching you could watch the video too, or like I don't watch the video, I just listen. But it's like when it's going behind it. Oh my gosh, I'm like, I'm in a whole new world. And like, I try to hook it up. Like if I know that I'm going to be reading about Endor, I have Endor up, or I have whatever.
Oh yeah.
Naboo, whatever.
Yeah.
I can even put up for Mustafar and get into the dark side. Like if I want to.
Yes.
Or the Mandalorian. However, I take it back. I did do, I think the Empire, or I'd have to relook the actual name up one time. I want to say it was when we were reading Aftermath. And I want to say it's probably during one of the darker chapters.
Okay.
Right. So because I wanted that feeling, that rush, and so I did that. When recently, when we were reading Eruption, I actually had, what did I have? I actually did more like the 1950s, 1960s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. There was something to me that was just like, I wanted music, but I didn't want like,
yeah.
But if I'm listening to Star Wars, I usually do put on Star Wars ambiance, or I put up some John Williams because he's just amazing.
He is. Amazing. He is. He is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, these two, of course. I mean, look, it's Vader. Of course, Vader is going to vote for himself.
Yeah.
Hello. And of course, we know Spencer. We know his heart. We know that he likes.
Yes.
Yeah. But like for me, like I'm a twin sons like that. Oh my God.
Yes.
Like,
Uh-huh.
Luke.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I should have pulled out our old list, but I did not.
Yeah.
I want to say he recently did he do something? Thought he did something for Skeleton Crew. Didn't he? Let me think here. I thought he did. No, he did not compose the music on that, but I thought maybe he had done something. I know he's done things a lot. Great minds think alike. Well, yes, we do. You are correct.
Yes.
We do.
Yep.
Don't tell me about the light side of the force.
Exactly.
Oh. Yes, we do, Ubaldo. Thank you. Yes, Kim and I do.
Yes.
I mean, you and Spencer do.
Yeah.
Man, I'm waiting for the Three Amigo to come out, or the Three Musketeer. I'm waiting for him to be like, excuse me. I'm waiting for him all of a sudden to pop in, or all of a sudden pop out of his chair, or pop out somewhere and be like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
There's only one number one, and it's fucking Imperial March.
Did you hear that? He says there's only one number one. It's an Imperial March. There you go.
And there it is. BFF. 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 I knew it was coming. I'm like, it's coming.
Yep.
I could feel it. I could feel it in the force.
Yep.
Man, you and I are out. No, we're not, because we're the ones on screen. So there. I love this group. It's a great group.
It is.
It really is. But John Williams did so much more than just Star Wars. He did Jurassic Park. I mentioned that we just read some Michael Crichton and just kind of like in the mood.
Yeah.
Of course, he also did Harry Potter.
Yes. He did.
He's done Jaws. He's done so much, and he's just. I don't know how they rank.
I don't either.
They're all like Imperial March, and I'm like, yeah, there's so much more.
Yes, my BFF.
That is Scott. Everyone say hi to Scott.
Hi.
Again. Scott, if you want to join us, feel free to join us. We're just talking Star Wars.
You can join us.
What I want to do with that?
I don't know.
If you are in our chat right now, what other John Williams
Fuck a microphone.
if you like?
There we go. Better shot. Oops, sorry. There we go. That's better. That's a hell of a lot better.
Not. No.
That is a hell of a lot better look.
No, it's not.
The hell it ain't.
No. Boo. No. Come back to the light side. Come back to the light side,
Hey,
Kim.
get your hands off it.
Come back to the light side. She's back.
Yes.
No. I'm going to use my force. No. Not my friend, you. I'm like putting like a couple, like two things there. Mostly
Yes.
Harry Potter. Little Miss Molly Weasley. Not my.
Yeah, exactly.
Good times. Good
Yes.
times. Good times.
Yes.
I want to also mention Duel of the Fates.
Oh.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Duel of the Fates. Like, this is why, how do you guys want to say Imperial March is number one when we have Duel of the Fates?
Yeah. Actually, that's besides the Twin Sons one, that's actually another one I like too. Is Duel of the Fates. Oh
my gosh. Yes. And more yeses and yeses.
yeah.
He also did E.T.
He did.
He did E.T. Yep. He's done so much. It's amazing.
It
And
is.
you guys, and for those who are going to watch this later, today is for fun, for hanging out and just discussing. So if we ever decide we want to ever do a deeper dive into John Williams, which Kim and I have done before, you can also check that out on Use and Abuse podcast. We can do that if you want us to.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go again.
BFF, BFF, yep.
Seriously. And Scott, that's for you. This is high. My show, my dad's. Man, so much good stuff from John Williams.
Yeah,
He's just amazing.
he is. He is one of the amazing
Yes,
composers.
do not forget the Superman theme. Nope.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, he's did Superman too.
And I am sure my dad will agree because that is something he has watched.
Yes.
Somewhere in my memory. Oh, Hedwig's theme.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, out of all the Harry Potters besides the music, that is one of my
That's
favorite is Hedwig's theme.
it. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Amazing. He's just amazing.
Star Wars and shit. Everybody forgets. Talking Harry Potter.
Oh, we just talked.
Talking all this bullshit.
Yeah, we already talked about
We
Harry
were
Potter.
talking about Harry Potter. Where are you been?
Right?
Did you like
Right,
go off
right,
into
but
another
did you
galaxy
mention
without
One of the
us?
greatest fucking movies of the end of the 70s besides Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
The
You're
Encounters
kind
of the Third Kind.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Close Encounters of the Third
Hold on,
Kind.
get rid of the virtual background. Holy shit.
But yeah, this is another one that he did too. Yeah, this is another one he did too. John Williams did.
Yeah, Close Encounters. There you
Yep.
go. Very
Yep.
nice. Wow, you just want to just like black her face tonight.
What?
She's just.
I love the gatefold.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
That's beautiful. Gotta love when a good vinyl just really does its job.
Yep.
Did he just say he's Superman?
No, we have the vinyl for Superman.
I do too.
Do we?
I do
Do-
too.
Oh, I thought we did. We may or may not
know
have the
I do.
vinyl.
I was just
I know I do. It's put away, but yes. Or I would have grabbed it out sooner.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, he's one of the great composers.
of our time.
Of our time. Even when we did the used and abused breakdown of the music, I think it was I think it was for one of even Star Wars podcast days.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think that's what we did last year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had mentioned, and I still hold to this, that he is, like you said, our Mozart, our
Yes.
Beethoven. He's our composer.
Of
Like
our time.
Beethoven of our time, like Beethoven and all of them were composers then. He's
Mhm.
ours now.
Yeah, we're living during his legacy.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Like we
It
get to
is.
watch a legend.
Yes.
Amazing. I mean, James Earl Jones. Legend.
Oh, yes. Very
Maggie
much a
Smith.
legend.
Legend.
Yeah.
But music wise, composer wise, John
Yeah.
Williams.
John Williams. Yep.
He's top tier.
He is.
You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me different. Like as
No.
much as I like Ludwig when he did the Mandalorian music,
Uh-huh.
as much as I liked this last person, I'm trying to remember his name offhand for Skeleton Crew.
It'll
Nobody right now can touch a candle.
Yeah.
For me, in my eyes, my perspective, to John Williams. He's just
Yeah. Yeah. He holds that high of a standard for a lot of people, and
Mhm.
nobody can replace him, no matter how hard they try. They can give their own spin on it,
Mhm.
which is good. But as far as following straight behind John Williams, you can't keep up with them.
right. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, as much as although it's not that I don't want to see other composers either. I want to see
Well,
people
yeah.
like create and entertain and, do their passion and their love and things like that. But right now, legacy wise, he's just one of the best of our time.
Yes, he is. And each composer, like like I said, each composer that does Star Wars puts their own twist on it, puts their own feelings, and
Mhm.
that's good. That's what they want. But like you say, legacy wise, it's John Williams.
It's John Williams.
Yep.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I think, making this book related if I wanted to here. I think Imperial March, of course, will always be the perfect one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana
Yep.
Jones.
Yep.
Morgan, my dad's speed. Imperial March, of course, is what I hear every time I think of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be reading. If I think of Darth Vader, I have John Williams in my mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if I'm thinking of Hedwig, like from Harry Potter, just like that.
Yep.
Or, if they're going down Diagon Alley, like they're just things.
Mhm.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There we are. It's
Yep.
beautiful. It's wonderful.
It is.
I'm actually going to move us on a little bit,
Okay.
because tonight I want to be very mindful of our time because I want you to have your time with your mama.
Okay.
And I also have, yes. So I'm excited because in our book club, we're going to be doing, again, C.S. Lewis Space Trilogy. We're going to be doing, after that, Brothers by Van Halen, which let me tell you,
Yeah.
I am sure I will be rocking out to some Van Halen while I'm listening. Come May, we'll be doing Star Wars, and then June we'll be reading The Hobbit by Tolkien.
Oh, yes.
I know. I know. And I have a suggestion that I'm thinking already in my mind for next year already. I even talked to somebody's BFF about it last Sunday. And I'm like, maybe I should just wait because it's only February.
Yeah.
And I'm already thinking about next year. Actually, I've thought about like next year, like 2 or 3 times already because of this book club. I guess that'll happen, right?
Yes, it will.
And because I really do like Tolkien.
Yeah.
And then we go back into C.S. Lewis's Narnia. Oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have so many wonderful, amazing moments this year. It's great.
Yes.
Interview with the Vampire, October.
Yes.
Excited for that. It's gonna be great. It's going to be great. Yes.
Yep.
Anne Rice. However, he wasn't there last night. And what happens in book club stays in book club.
Yep.
Because we did talk about something else last night. I'm like, well, in September, I might have to have something else because if I can get this worked out, we actually might have time for one more.
You off your book yet?
Hey, Isaac, welcome, buddy.
No, I haven't showed off my book yet.
When do you let me know?
All right.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So I am very excited.
slowly.
Hi, Scott. I am so excited because on the 5s this year, I've decided I wanted to branch out a little bit. This idea was created because of you and my friend Jennifer, as well as Marisha from Princess and Padawans, Megan from an autistic point of view. You guys were all with me on a show together, and we were talking about our favorite like Disney princesses, right? And
Yes.
it got me thinking. I don't know if that was on the 5s or if that was Used and Abused. Either way, it got me thinking, and it really did. It got me thinking, going, I want to break these down. I really want to break this down. And that is in the sense of the book princesses characters versus the animated princesses. Although some of them, we will be talking about their live action. Some of them.
Some of them, yes.
I might have something else planned also that Kim is in on.
Yep.
Man, it's right there. Y'all, let me tell you, you're going to want to follow me on Peace Love Fandoms as well as the Red 5 reading X as well as Instagram, because I think I might mention us on Instagram. I'm thinking of something that I'm going to be doing in March.
Yep.
And I really want it to be big
Yeah.
because I want to remember somebody else's legacy for something wonderful and great.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I want to get as many people either reading and watching a particular year and something on March 20th or 21st. Sorry, it's the 21st, which is also Hufflepuff Day.
Yes, it is.
So you and we might have to do like a double.
Yes, we will.
Seriously. And a watch party might have to happen.
Yep.
But part of what is coming up, though, that I'm expanding on the fives, which I'm excited for, wanted to really get to know the book princesses versus how they have been done animated wise.
Yes.
And I'm excited because everyone is returning. Kim, you're returning.
Yes.
Megan is on board. Jennifer will be back, as well as Marisha. Wait, Hufflepuff Day. I know.
Ah!
Out. Yes, we are proud Hufflepuffs.
Yes, we are.
Yes, there's also a Gryffindor Day, a Slytherins. I'm watching. As well as Ravenclaws.
Yep.
But getting back to my idea that I've been working on is that, again, we're going to break this down and we're going to have everybody back individually. And we're going to be talking about these various princesses. And I'm excited because Kim's coming back, not for one. She's actually coming back for two.
Yes.
One of them, would you like to explain who you're going to be talking about?
Okay. One of them is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And then the other one, I believe, is Princess Aurora. Sleeping Beauty, I believe.
That's
Megan's. I know mine's Belle. I can't remember.
Yours is
Yeah. I don't remember. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So how this series is going to work is Kim is going to be back with me. We're going to be talking about Beauty and the Beast. We're going to be talking about Belle.
Yes.
And we're also going to be talking, she'll be returning with me for a very special on the fives. It's either the 20th or 21st.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to be talking about another special princess.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about her animated counterpart from 1937.
Yes, we are.
So, as I've now had my arm twist, not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. We're going to actually be talking about Princess Snow White in the 1937 animated.
We are. Yes.
I have my own very thoughts on what is coming up for the live action. Kim does. Yep. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. But we're kind of on the same page.
Yep.
And we have a lot of friends that are on the same wavelength.
Yep.
And my thinking has been that I don't want to see 1937 Snow White. I want her to be cherished. I want her to be loved.
Yeah.
I want Walt Disney's legacy to be loved.
Yeah, exactly.
It will not be that one.
No,
nope,
it won't.
It's not going to be that one.
No. Nope.
We're going to be talking about the 1937.
Yes, we are.
We want to, like John Williams has a legacy, we want to see Walt Disney himself have his legacy.
Exactly.
And it'll be good timing, especially because we're right in Oscar season and stuff.
Yep.
It got its own special Oscar. 7 of them.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
And so I've been working this out. But and I started working out this idea for Snow White because of the series that I'm also working on. And I'm so excited because Scott and Kim told me last night that Kim got something so special. And I'm like, oh, because I felt bad the other day. You and I were talking and I'm like, man, I got rid of one of my copies of Brothers Grimm because one, it's huge. and I had gotten me another one by Storians, and I'm like, oh, I'm in love. And I saw a little bit of what Scott sent you, and I'm like, oh my God, please bring it. Because we're going to be using these not only as our storybooks, we're going to be using these as our reference books during this upcoming series. So I'm so excited. So I'm going to give this over to Kim so she can share with us her Brothers Grimm book. All right, let's see if I can get you up there. Oh, that's me. Hi. Hello. How are you? We're going to try this again. Whew. Oh, dear Lord. That's better.
And that is the complete collection of fairy tales by them.
I have a completed collection too, but look at that beautiful cover.
Yeah, it's leather. So, yeah. So I was I opened it.
It's got the little.
It does. It does. So before we went live tonight, I kind of flipped through it, and I was curious about Cinderella. And so I kind of read a little bit, and I can't wait to read that one.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait, because Cinderella I've known about. Like, I've read these tales before, and I grew up, one of these particular, during this princess series I'm going to be doing, and I haven't named it yet either. I'm actually going to do, going to bring us back a little bit. I have the one my mom was given that was from England. Okay. And you guys, let me tell you, this thing is like huge. Okay. It's like 10 by 13. It's huge. It's massive. So my whole life, I've always known about other fairy tales. Like, I've always known about Cinderella, and there are just stories that I knew more, and then I knew the truth in comparison to its animated counterpart.
Yep.
And I am just excited because we're going to be talking about the book version.
Yep, we are.
The animated version. Yep. In some cases, we will be talking. We will also be talking about live action a little bit.
Yes.
Some more in depth than others.
Yes.
So here's your spoiler warning. In March, when we go to talk about Princess Snow White,
yes,
we'll be talking about Brothers Grimm.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about 1937.
We are.
And something that we're going to promote, or I'm going to be promoting come like March, mid-March, I would love it to see a really amazing watch party, or a lot of people watching the original 1937 Snow White.
Yep.
On March 21st.
Yep.
I think that's the date. It's a Friday. I want to see it. I would love to see 1937 Snow White go number one. I would love to see Disney Plus be like, and me be like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, justice for Snow White, justice for 1937 Snow White, and justice for Snow White Brothers Grimm. Yeah. Okay. I will also give another spoiler warning. Brothers Grimm is dark. It is not the same as the animated form.
Nope.
Okay. Disney took something and he took the special and he left the special. He left. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He made apple pie.
Yeah, he did.
He make it into a spice pie. He made it into like apple pie, like sweet.
Yep.
And that's what he wanted. He wanted to take the good stuff. And yeah. So I'm excited. I am very excited for this series. Part of me wants to go even further in this series beyond the princesses.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, with this book, because like I said, I was looking at it and I was going over, oh, sorry if you could hear that. Sorry about that. I was going over the table of contents and I noticed one of them that I remember as a kid.
Was it?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin has my name.
Yeah. And I was going, and I knew it was a dark one because I had later heard it was dark. I was going, that'd be interesting to see what the difference is between them. Because I knew, because I had discussed it prior to. I'm like, well, I discussed with someone, I can't remember, besides you, with someone else
Mhm.
that had told me the Brothers Grimm was dark fairy tales, and I was going, ooh, I wonder how dark they really are. And so I'm excited to
Well,
read it
it's
to
not
see how
just
dark.
Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Oh yeah, Hans Christian Andersen. Yeah, because in fact, we discussed this when we were on the phone. When The Little Mermaid came out on Disney Plus, the live action, which we'll save that discussion for another time and day. Um, I was curious on how that ended, because everybody says, "Oh, it didn't end the way that Disney ended it." No, it
Well, we
didn't.
already knew that wasn't going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, and it was like, oh,
But I don't think she turned
interesting.
into foam either.
Yeah, but it was like interesting how it did end, how he portrayed it as ending, you
Mhm.
know. So I want to sometime, I'd like to get my hands on that one too to see how he portrayed it, because I think he also did the red shoes too, the red dancing shoes are that I
Mhm.
remember.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I think a lot of people would get a surprise. Dodie Smith did 101 Dalmatians,
Oh,
and there's actually a sequel too, The Bark, Connection Park, something. Anyways, Starlight Bark, something. Anyways, but the 101 Dalmatians by Dodie Smith is also slightly different, just like P.L. Travers,
yep.
Mary Poppins. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I am very excited, you guys, for this new series, because this is just going to be so wonderful. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
It is.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. And it's weird. It's odd. Not weird. It's odd because part of me feels like this whole new thing's like starting, and I just want to it's just going to be great. It's going to be a whole new type of On the Fives and getting to know things. As well, part of me wants to also get into the American fairy tales.
Oh yeah.
And if anybody knows me, I mean, if you really know me, you know that I don't just love Star Wars. I don't just love Disney. I'm an Ozian at heart. Yes. Hi, my name's Nicole, and I read American Fairy Tales by L. Frank Baum.
Yes.
Because he wanted us to have them too. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
he
He
did.
didn't want just the European ones. He wanted to start something new and be proud of his heritage in here. So
Yeah.
it's like I have these books, or he also did Father Goose,
Oh
Father Goose
yeah.
and Prose, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I these are just things I love, and I'm so excited. I'm excited for you. I love your beautiful new Brothers Grimm book. I'm so excited for you and happy for you. This is going to be so much fun.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be interesting because, again, right now we only have these particular princesses planned. But again, I just feel like it's going to maybe start taking a life of its own.
It might, yeah. If it does, hey, there's plenty of princesses to discuss.
Not just princesses, but
fairy tales in general.
Fairy tales in general.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes, I did.
Okay, here's why I mentioned Rumpelstiltskin. Do you remember in the late 80s, maybe early 90s? I cannot remember what year it came out. HBO did Fairy Tales for Every Child. Do you remember that?
I vaguely do, yes.
And they did Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes.
It was one of my favorites. Rumpelstiltskin is your name.
Yep.
And I loved. Here's the thing, and I don't come at me, people. Okay, I'm just making my own perspective, point of view. When they did Fairy Tales for Every Child, okay, I do believe, again, I'm pretty sure it was HBO. They weren't pushing. They were just telling a story to tell a story.
Yeah.
And let things naturally be.
Yeah. They
weren't forced.
Nope.
And nobody had a cow about it.
Nope.
And nobody but things were natural.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes. Maybe through the adult eyes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't remember my parents ever being like, can't watch that.
Yeah.
Or, oh, what's wrong with that? No. It
Yeah.
was Fairy Tales for Every Child.
Yep.
And it was done in a wonderful way.
It was.
Mm-hmm. And I am definitely one, while I want things to be by the book, Brothers Grimm is one that I don't want to always be by the book.
No.
You will have to wait and find out in March, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Come back. We'll see you then.
Yes.
Where was I going with that? So yeah, but I just felt like things were different. Things were natural. Again, there are some things where I want things to be slightly changed
Yes.
for reasons. Brothers Grimm gives you reasons, people. Okay, or y'all
Yes.
nightmares.
Mhm.
Some of y'all want the horror film version.
Yeah.
No.
So, but yes.
No. Yes, I agree. Natural is definitely better.
Yes. It is.
And it didn't feel like it had it was just done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't feel like boxes that were getting checked off.
No.
It just felt good.
Yeah, it did.
And I remember I liked that show as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They should really just put it back out again.
I agree. I completely agree.
Fairy Tales for Every Child. Just
Yep.
re-release them. You don't have to remake them. Just re-release them
Exactly.
because they were good.
They were. They really were.
They were good.
Yep.
And they covered beyond just Cinderella and Snow White.
Yeah, they
covered
did.
Rumpelstiltskin. I want to say they did the Princess and the Pea too, because of the beds.
Yeah, I
You know,
think.
you know what I'm talking about? And like,
Yeah.
the Princess and the Pea. I have yet to see Disney pick up the Princess and the Pea and make a movie out of it yet.
Yeah.
But I remember that, you know. And they had other really, really good ones.
Yeah.
Really, really good ones. Oh my god, and Rapunzel would be so good too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so many good ones.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be fun. This is fun. I'm gonna have to figure out a title for this series, because I feel like this series is gonna take a life of its own, and I'm so excited for it.
Yes.
I'm very excited for it. So
Yes.
good times. Good times.
Yes. Very
All
good
right.
times.
It is already 9:05. And I am so grateful to everybody that has joined us tonight. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Scott.
She said
Thank you to everybody that has come in and joined in the fun. Kim, where can everybody find you on social media other than when you're in book club in the Red 5 reading?
Okay. I can basically be found on Facebook, Twitter at Polar Bear 2013K, I think. I can be found on TikTok. I can be found on most social media platforms.
And I can't forget this one either. Oh,
Yep.
wait. Sorry.
Yep.
If only he knew.
Uh-huh.
And of course, you can also see Kim in with us at the Red 5 Reading Book Club.
Yes.
If you want to join us, you don't have to. If you want to listen to it if you want to read it by ebook or audio, that is also welcomed. We just want to encourage reading, whether it's by listening to it or by reading it, because I know Kim knows. We've talked about it in our best answer of the night.
Exactly.
That might be the best one yet. I can be found on the couch. I just noticed that there was a show called Grimm. There was a show called Grimm. I don't think I've actually watched though. And there was a show a show also called Once Upon a Time.
Yep.
Jennifer was here, she would scold me, because I have gotten through all the way to the last season.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. There is one season that I think if I rewatched, I would skip some stuff. And if you know, you know, because I was not happy to see certain characters, beloved characters that I like, put in situations that I know the author would not want his characters to be in.
No.
If you know,
Nope.
you know.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, some things just need to be left, you know?
Yes, they do.
But I eventually will finish Once Upon a Time. It's not because I didn't like the show. I actually really liked the show. Only one season or particular episodes that I actually disliked. For the most part, I actually liked it. I don't know why. For some odd reason, I don't know why. For the first time, it's a show that I never finished. It's actually, I take that back. I didn't finish Willow.
Yeah.
And I pushed through on The Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's heartbreaking for me. And anybody who knows, they know I've had a very hard time because that was the first time in my life with Star Wars that I actually disliked something.
Yes.
And went, I don't know how I'm supposed to handle this. Like, here I am finally, and my therapist is like, okay, how do you feel about that? And here's her. She hasn't. Okay, I'll share. I'll have to share this. We were, I was in one of my sessions, and I had finally said, can I please tell you what happens in this episode of The Acolyte? I said, you because she's also a nerd, right? We're both Star Wars fans. And she hadn't seen it yet. And I was like, are you sure? So I said, here, we'll wait a week. And then if you want to, because I really needed to process. I really needed to process. And
Yeah.
you know what she said to me?
What?
Thank you for telling me that, because that needed a trigger warning. She's like, I am so glad that you told me. I'm like, wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Because shoot, I wasn't even expecting it when I saw it on the screen. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Uh-huh.
Really want to take particular scenes out of canon at this point.
Yeah.
Because some things just don't gel.
Exactly.
And Jedis just don't do certain things.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that they're perfect. Yep. Isaac, I'm not even saying what it is, but he knows. He knows. Jedis just don't do that. They're inspiring, they're encouraging, they're heroes, they're heroic, they're ambitious, they're great, they're cunning, they're resourceful. There's many different wordings here for Jedi. And
yeah,
I had to process that, people. Let me tell you. So, that's no Jedi. That was not a Jedi. I refuse to conclude that person as a Jedi at this point. But just warning, heads up, Brothers Grimm coming your way, and
yes,
other fun stuff. So, without further ado, because I know Kim has got some special phone calls to make, and I've got a few things I need to take care of. We've got a busy week ahead. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing on the 15th yet, but I think the 25th, I think Jennifer might be here. So I'm excited for that. Jedi's only use one. That's not true. Not anymore. That one's different.
Yeah.
That's different. I'm talking about something that shall not be named because no. So anyways, but thank you to everybody again for coming in and hanging out. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Please, please, please make sure you tell Ubaldo's BFF hello, Kim.
I will.
Please make sure you hit the like button because I would really appreciate that. And make sure that you come and hang out with us in the Red 5 reading
group.
There you go. That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one. So anyways, it has been wonderful hanging out with you guys. Thank you again. If you came back here tonight after yesterday's chaotic
night,
I appreciate you even more. And I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out. So without further ado, we will see you next time on the Fives. Thank you again, Kim, for hanging out. And I hope
You're
you all
welcome.
have a good night.
Good night.